Hello, everybody. Um, Today is May 30th. It's like 10 p.m. And I was thinking, I've seen a lot of other booktuber people doing their summer TBRs, and I thought, I don't really do like a monthly one. I tried that game for a couple months, and it just didn't work for me. At that point in time, I was working a crazy job and just didn't have as much time to read. And I mean, I failed on a month where I only had to read 2 books. So, yeah. Obviously, the monthly deal doesn't work for me very well. Um, but I was thinking I could do one that's like June, July, August. Yeah. See if I can't adjust this camera a little bit better. You don't need to see the mess. No matter what I do, you get more mess. Whatever. What's that pointing at now? I don't know what you're seeing in that picture. Whatever, doesn't matter. Because the important thing's the books, right? I have a pile of books that I'm planning on getting through between June and August. I'm participating in the Tower Team Challenge on Goodreads. It's with the, what's the name of the group? Nothing But Reading Challenges group, NBRC. And it started May 15th, so, we're just all crazy trying to read as many books as we can to build our numbers and create our towers. So I'm planning on reading quite a bit. I normally read 25 to 30 books in a month. In May, I don't know, I've read an incredible amount. There were a lot of novellas and children's books, so I guess the number of things looks more impressive than the number of pages. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, and I still have tomorrow to read. So, but then again, I did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that were children's books, like picture books. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that were either short stories or novellas. So that's 25 normal, everyday novels and then 20 other small works. But that's still a lot, You'd be surprised how fast these little 32 to 40 page books add up, page-wise. I managed to read 5,000 pages in 10 days, and a lot of that, a big chunk of that, was the short stories, novellas, and children's books. So, it adds up quick. But enough of that. Let's see, which pile do I start with? Should I do it by what challenges they go with? If they do go with the challenge? Yeah, let's do that, because I do have a couple big challenges that have a lot of books. So this, this, okay, this pile, yeah, it's just 4. These 4 are for a challenge that I put together through the AMP group on Goodreads. And it's the BuzzFeed true crime reading list, which I took 3 different reading lists from the BuzzFeed website, combined them, edited out the duplicates, added 2 because it came out to like 58, and I thought that's kind of a weird number, so we made it 60. And I'd already read like 12 or 15 of them, so so that I would have something to read, I kind of made it a bigger challenge. People can dip in and out of it all they want. But out of that challenge, I have 4 on hand, and I'm going to be reading more than this. I've already read 6, I think, since the beginning of May that go on that. Here's 4 more, so that's going to get me to 10. And I want to read at least 10 more than this at some point. It all depends on what my library has available. But I have The Monster of Florence by Douglas Preston. He wrote a bunch of fiction stuff, and this one's a non-fiction true crime. I just read, was it yesterday? No. The 28th. I read one called The Innocent Man, which was a true crime by John Grisham. Who knew? I wonder if he's got any more. I'm going to have to check, because that one was from 2006, and I didn't even know it existed until I put the list together. This one's called Lost Girls, An Unsolved American Mystery, by Robert Kolker. It's just a bunch of quotes on the back. Not entirely sure what this one's about. Haunting and humanizing account of the true life search for a serial killer still at large on Long Island. Okay, so this would be the Long Island Killer. So, ought to be pretty interesting, because that's a very interesting and complicated case. This one's The Third Rainbow Girl, The Long Life of a Double Murder in Appalachia by Copley Eisenberg. Library luckily had the book and the audio, so I'll be able to get through this one pretty easy. Murder of 2 young women, showing how a violent crime casts a shadow over an entire community. It's called The Third Rainbow Girl, so maybe they found a third. Set in West Virginia. I just read one called Pretty Little Killers, which is about the Skylar Neese case, where her 2 supposed best friends took her out and murdered her for shits and giggles, I guess. Because they decided they didn't want to be her friend anymore. So you go out and murder her? Why don't you just say, hey, I don't want to be your friend anymore? And just, ignore her. Whatever. This one's called Hell's Princess, The Mystery of Belle Gunness, Butcher of Men, by Harold Schechter. This is another really interesting case. And she's one of the early female serial killers in the United States. Kind of a Black Widow situation. She was killing men for insurance money, and interesting case. Let's see, what should I choose next? Let's do these, because that'll knock a big chunk of this out. Okay. So there's another one that we're doing that is my reading Life of Crime, I think, where, again, we chose 60 books, but this time we could choose any 60 books that we wanted to read from, I think it was February 1st through July 31st? February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah. February through July. I only have 10 more to go. And look! I have about that many sitting here. Arsenic and Adobo by Mia Manansala. I think you gotta love how the library puts the labels over the names. So here they're covering the first part, and here they're covering the last part. So, first book in a new culinary cozy series full of sharp humor and delectable dishes, one of which just might be a killer. Thought it sounded fun. I like culinary cozies. I know that Books and Lala, Kayla just read it. and she was kind of middle of the road on it, I think, but she doesn't really read cozies, so maybe it just didn't appeal to her because of the type of book it is. I don't know. I do like the fact that there's a lot of recipes here in the back, and an excerpt from the next one in the series. So there's that one. And then I wanted to read a bunch of the Leslie Meyer books. I've been reading the Lucy Stone series. So I have Star Spangled Murder, Father's Day Murder. Oh, I didn't realize I had that one. The picture of the audiobook is green, and I thought I was looking for a green cover. I didn't realize I had that one. Wedding Day Murder, Birthday Party Murder, and French Pastry Murder. Which, it's weird. I have to turn this opposite the direction, I think, because for whatever reason the camera is picking up stuff in a weird way. So there's like 5 of those, and then I have these 3 that are Cupcake Bakery Mysteries. I think this is book 8. I don't know, they don't put numbers on them. Vanilla Beaned, Caramel Crush, and Wedding Cake Crumble. Wow, we got 3 more books before they get married? Jeez. Okay. They got engaged in book 6. They thought she died in book 7, and now we got to go through 8, 9, and get to 10 before they get married, I guess. Interesting. Huh. Anyway, I really enjoy this series, and, of course, it's got recipes in the back for various kinds of cupcakes. Ooh, cherry cola cupcake. The Elvis. What's in the Elvis? It's a banana cupcake with peanut butter frosting. Yeah. I bet if you crumbled some crispy bacon over the top, it'd be even better. Snickerdoodle cupcakes and the Vanilla Bean, which is a vanilla cupcake with vanilla bean buttercream frosting. So there's that stack. Oh, and Compass, which is an arc that I'm reading. I think I hauled this in a recent video. I received this from Publirati. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I'm just a hair over halfway. And I tell you, the main character is kind of inept. He wants to be an adventurer. He's a journalist who writes about adventurers, and he wants to be an adventurer, I guess. So he wants to go out and to see the edge of the ice floe up in Canada. He's with is he Inuit? I think it's Inuit. His guide is an Inuit, and where's the name of the village or whatever? From a village called Iviliq? Iviliq. I'm stumbling across names in here because they throw a lot of Q's in there, but not like a QU, so you don't know if it's a qu, like queen, or if it's just a I don't know. But so far, I'm really enjoying this one. And this one comes out, published date is September 27th. So hopefully I will really, really like it. Right now, it's probably a 3.5 or 4, but I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. Something major just happened, and I want to see how that pans out. So there's that stack of books. I'm also working on reading Books that are either Newbery Award winners or on the 1001 children's books to read. You must read before you grow up. I have the big book there. So, as far as Newbery, I have all 13. The Incredible Cave Rescue of the Thai Boys Soccer Team by Christina Suntornvat. Sorry if I'm killing your name. I have another book by this same author, A Wish in the Dark, which is also on the Newbery list. Where the Mountain Meets the Moon by Grace Lynn is also on the Newbery list. And I think that one is also a 1001 list, but I can't swear to it. White Fang, which is a classic and on the 1001 list. We're getting there. These are just the ones that I have on hand at the moment. Okay, what do I have left? Oh, good lord, that was heavy. I've been reading a lot of the Sue Grafton and Kinsey Milhone series, and I'm up to P for Peril. So that'll be my next one for that series. I have an arc for Down Comes the Night by Allison Saft, which I won from Goodreads, and apparently it was supposed to come out March 2021. I've had it that long, and I haven't read it yet, but my library has it on audio now, so we're going to finally get to it. This is Music is History by Questlove from The Roots. This one looks really interesting, and I kind of like the way it's broken up, because it's got, a little bit about the history of the year. It's broken up by year, and it's got history of the year. It's got, like, what the top songs were. It talks about here's one called is Falling Out of History. Shaft has two meanings at least. It's the title of a movie, of course. It also means to get the shaft, to be undervalued or treated unfairly, and this list collects songs from across the years that weren't given proper appreciation at the time they were released. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, there's stuff like that. And it looks really interesting, and I think I'm going to have fun reading this. I'm hoping the audiobook comes back. I had it and didn't get to it in time, and now I'm in line again. Because this was the big read for Overdrive, and everybody was able to get it, and I had it, and then it disappeared. I have Silent Spring by Rachel Carson. This, I guess, would qualify as a classic. It's also nonfiction, and I'm reading it for a challenge on the For Love of a Book group on Goodreads. I'm not quite halfway, maybe a third of the way through the collected stories of Isaac Bashevis Singer. I don't do well with short stories, so I read 2 or 3 of them, and then I put this down for a while, and then I pick it up and read a couple, and then I put it down. I have liked a few of them quite a bit, and some of them just confuse me, and I think part of that is because I don't know that much about the Jewish culture, and he writes from a Jewish perspective, being that he happens to be Jewish. So I'm learning stuff, which is cool, but I'm a little confused because I'm just not familiar with that culture enough, and so there's times when I get a little confused as to what they're talking about. But that's okay, because I'm learning something. And it's good to learn about other cultures. I have the Book of Cold Cases, which is soon to be the book of the month for NBRC on Goodreads, and it's going to get me bonus points on the Tower team. I've been wanting to read it anyway, so we got that. I have The Tempest. Someplace I have Hamlet. Might be in the box I have under my table here. And those two I picked up because I needed, well, one, they're Shakespeare. But I was going to take an online class that focuses on Hamlet and The Tempest, which I think is an interesting combination. I've read Hamlet a couple times. I don't know that I've ever read The Tempest all the way through. I don't know. I have My Heart is a Chainsaw, which I keep hearing good things about. It's Stephen Graham Jones, so I expect it to be weird. Everything by him that I've read so far has been kind of weird. I have Beach Read because I just thought it sounded good, and I do need an occasional romance to break things up. And then I have Body and Soul Food, which is the first in the Books and Biscuits mystery series by Abby Collette. I don't know, I stumbled across it when I was looking for something else through either Overdrive or Hoopla, and thought, yeah, let's see if my library has it in print, and so now I have both. In the first page-turning book of the new mystery series, fraternal twins Keaton and Kobe will pull double duty when they take down a killer while preparing to open their new bookstore and soul food cafe, Books and Biscuits. I'm going to guess there's a cat involved because there's a picture of a cat on the back. Meow, 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 meow. There's a dog on the front, so I don't know. Anyway, that's the stack I have on hand. Oh, I also have Frederick Backman. My grandmother told me to tell you she's sorry, or whatever. And of course I have shelf upon shelf of books that I can choose from should I need more to read. That's a lot. But then it's also covering 3 months, so if I average 25 to 30 books a month, we're looking at 75 to 90 books. And this is a good start. Some of these, like the Leslie Myers, I can usually read 2 of those in a day if I put my mind to it, if I get started early enough. It all depends on basically if I find a job and start working again, which, fingers crossed, I managed to do. Otherwise, I guess I have plenty of time to read. So anyway, that's kind of what I have planned. I'm trying to decide if I should do my surprise package that I received as part of this, because maybe I'll read those as well. Yeah, why not? Let's make it all one big video instead of multiple videos. That way you can only not watch one instead of not watching 2. Right? Okay. So a couple days ago, I got a box in the mail. I wasn't expecting a box. And it's from Macmillan Publishers. And I was like, well, I didn't order anything. I wasn't notified that anything was being sent. I was kind of in shock that I even got a box. And then I opened it. And I think I must have won a giveaway, because I've entered a couple here and there. What I received was a copy of Sundial and a copy of The Last House on Needless Street, both by Catriona Ward, which is kind of cool because my maiden name was Ward. So, I don't know. Kind of cool. They both have signed book plates to go with them. This one's kind of a generic one, This one actually was printed for the book because it's got the book title on it. And then they threw in a sticker for Nightfire, which is the imprint that these books fall under. So I thought that was pretty cool. Completely unexpected. And if it was that I want to give away, there was no note or anything. This is everything that was in the box. Nothing else in the box. So, I don't know. Kind of random. Kind of a shock. I was like, woohoo, I got something, but where's it from? This package is from the Kellogg's Family Rewards thing, which last time I got something from them, it was the deck of Pringles playing cards. Well, let's try this again. Interesting, these stupid scissors don't want to cut anything that I want them to cut, but I sliced my thumb open with them a couple days ago. I have Cheez-It socks. And they say, looking like a snack. So, it's a pair of crew socks. One size fits most. Women's shoe size 4 to 12. Men's 6 to 13. Blah, blah, blah. They're kind of cool. I didn't really like any of the options for May. This seemed to be the best option out of what was there for me, anyway. I could have gotten like a month free of, was it Paramount Plus? Which would have been great, except that, you know, they always require you to give them a credit card, and I know me, I would forget to cancel it after that month, and then I'd be charged, and can't afford that right now. So, and the interesting thing is, I got my March thing, which was the cards, and I got my May one, which was the socks, but I haven't gotten the April one yet. I don't know. And this is from Lotta Tea. And it was a free sampler package where they sent 3 of their most popular flavors. If I find the link, I will put it in the description so y'all can get your own. This one is a sample of hibiscus tea, which I absolutely love hibiscus teas. So they're a loose leaf type tea. All of them are. This one is sweet strawberry. Okay, hibiscus, caffeine level, nothing, antioxidant level, 1 teapot. Sweet strawberry, caffeine level is 1, antioxidant level is 3. And then peach apricot, caffeine level is 2, antioxidant level 3. Kind of curious on this peach and apricot one, because sometimes peach teas taste funny to me. And I don't know what it is. Things that have like a fake peach flavor, I don't care for. And sometimes with teas, it comes across as a fake flavor, even if it's got actual bits of peach in it. If that makes sense. Free tea sampler for new subscribers. All you got to do is sign up for their email list and fill in your name and address, and everything's free. So that's cool. LottaTea.com. Based out of Gaithersburg, Maryland, apparently. And, you know, they've got a whole bunch of other flavors and things that you could purchase should you want to. I think you can purchase sample sizes as well. But, you know, 3 flavors of tea that I can try for free, why not? I'll give them a taste. You know, worst that can happen is it's a flavor I don't care for, right? But all 3 of those sound really good. I like strawberries, so I'm hoping a strawberry tea tastes good. I love hibiscus teas already. And I'm hoping that the peach doesn't have that weird aftertaste that some peach teas do. Right now I just have plain old boring tea. Boring iced tea, unsweetened. I ran out of my lemon zinger tea bags, so it's just plain. Usually I put like 3 regular Lipton tea bags and then 2 lemon zinger, but I'm out of the lemon. So we'll just have to make do with what we got. Good thing that when I did the Sips By thing for a couple months, I got a new tea ball thing. It's a star-shaped one, and I haven't used it yet, so this will give me a chance. What's the word I want? Diffuser? Diffuser is the right word? Infuser. Thingy that you put the tea in and drop it down in your cup. I call it a tea ball because the ones I've got before have been round like a ball, and it said tea ball on the package. So y'all know what I'm talking about. The thing you put the tea in. Infuser, diffuser, infuser. Thingy. Anyway, I'm brain dead. I'm exhausted. It's been hot. I've been going through hot and cold. It's like upper 80s during the day, and then at night it's like 50. So I'm either dying because I'm so hot, or I'm freezing to death. It's like no in between. Anyway, that's really all I've got. I can't think of anything else I need to share. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the big stack of books that I had. I don't even know how many books I showed you. There's 1, 5, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 28 books? 30 books? Yeah, I think by the time I add those on, it's 30 books. Something like that. Which, for 3 months, that's 10 books a month. I mean, that's totally doable. And I'll probably double that. So, unless I go into a slump like I did last year. Last year at the end of Tower Teams, I could barely read anything the following month and a half. It was like torture picking up a book. So I'm hoping I don't burn myself out again. I've done it before. I'm kind of looking at my shelves. What do I want to read off of there? I don't know. Read that. I do have one called Blood, Bullets, and Bones, which might be interesting. I think that's another true crime, possibly. From here, I can't really tell. I can just read what it says on the spine. I have some of the Diane Mott Davidson Goldie Bear mysteries over there. I've got my Fitzgerald ones that I got the other, not terribly long ago in a recent book haul. I've still got some Sue Grafton. On the shelf, I've got T, V, X, and Y. So I need to pick up Q, R, S, U, and W, which I can get from the library without any trouble. But that'll take me to the end of the year. I don't have to do those right away. I got a lot of, like, middle grade on my shelf that if I read them before my niece comes down, she can take them with her if she wants them. So, yeah, there's that. And I think since we're about to hit the 35-minute mark, I'll let you go, and we'll see you in the next video. Remember to do all the YouTube things. Comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads. Maybe. I've explained that one before, right? Because I know things that I've signed up for notifications, I'm not getting notifications for, and I forget, and then when that particular YouTuber pops up on my screen, I'm like, oh, I forgot about them. And then I have to go back and catch up on like 6 months worth. So you may or may not get notified, but might as well increase your chances. I have finally passed the 50 subscriber mark. I think the last time I checked I was at 56, something like that. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.